Hello, students. The next topic of our discussion is the essay Decolonizing the Mind, written by Ngugi wa Thiong'O, which is included in the syllabus of B.A Semester 4th of Punjab University Chandigarh. Before beginning the essay, let us discuss the biography of the author. Born in 1938 in Kenya, into a large peasant family, Ngugi wa Thiong'o is a Kenyan writer and academic who writes primarily in Gikyu language. His work includes novels, plays, short stories, and essays ranging from literary and social criticism to children's literature. He is considered as a leading novelist of East Africa as he has written so many popular novels like Weep Not Child, which was the first major novel in English by an East African. His other famous works are The River Between, The Black Hermit, A Grain of Wheat, Petals of Blood, and some short stories and essays. The essay Decolonizing the Mind is a collection of four essays, and Ngugi dedicates these essays to all those who write in African languages and to all those who, over the years, have maintained the dignity of the literature, culture, philosophy, and other treasures carried by African languages. The essay was published in 1986. In the essay, the writer lays great stress upon the importance of the community in African societies. His native tongue was Gikyu. He points out that the native tongue has great importance in a child's education. The writer was born into a large peasant family. While working into the fields, the children used to speak their mother tongue, Gikyu. In the evening, they told the stories around the fireside. Children retold the stories told by the grown ups. They picked flowers, tea leaves, and coffee beans in the fields of their European or African landlords. There were good and bad storytellers, and the stories told by the good storytellers would always be fresh to the listeners. The story told by a child was more alive and dramatic. The use of words and images made all the difference. Their language had a great power and magical effect. Before going to a colonial school, the language of their teaching and the language of their work in the fields were one and the same. But when they went to a colonial school, English was thrust upon them. In 1952, with the declaration of emergency, Kenya became a colony of the British. Colonialism brought in another culture. The minds of the Kenyan children were colonized and enslaved. English became the language of education as all the schools run by patriotic nationalists were taken over by the colonial